Namaste, beloveds. This is Upaasna Devi, and welcome to episode 6 of Being Love. And today, the topic that I want to tackle is retaliation. I was with somebody actually just 20 minutes ago, and we were having this conversation, and she was talking to me about she's going through a bad patch in her relationship, and it may even lead to them separating, going their own ways. But what happened was, the spouse paid her a compliment, okay, like, oh, I'm impressed that you did this, wow. And she retaliated by saying, I don't need your compliments. Like, I'm okay. I don't need you to say that to me. So when she said that to me, what came out of me immediately was, you shouldn't have. Because at the end of the day, whatever may be going on between the two of you, your internal dynamics, whatever that may be, this is also a human being that you have lived with for so many years of your life, right? And when they're paying you a compliment, have the grace to accept it. She showed courage in speaking to somebody over the phone and giving it off to them, and telling them like it is, right? So I said, you should have been proud of yourself that you were able to do that, and somebody was complimenting you and telling you that, wow, this is great. You stood up for yourself and you stood on the side of justice. So retaliation also, not just in this context, but retaliation also otherwise. What happens is, you are trying to be in a place and a space now where things are not working out for you, okay, with this other person. By you retaliating, okay, you have planted seeds now of that into the future, so that in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, there will come a time when this person is going to lash back at you because you lashed out at them. So we very, very easily seem to forget that everything that we are doing and everything that we are about is energy. And when we retaliate thoughtlessly, we are bringing our own energy down, because the very word itself, do you hear of anybody who's retaliated with love? I mean, people do that, but the word is not used in that context. It is always used in the context of, oh, it's like giving it off to somebody, right? So bottom line is, when you retaliate, you are also sowing seeds of karma unnecessarily between you and the other person. You're going in traffic. So a lot of times, maybe you're in a hurry, you cut somebody, let's say, and that guy, and you haven't harmed them in any way, but you've done that. Some people can't tolerate it, so they will abuse you, right? Now the thing for you to do is, you can just carry on, okay, knowing कि हाँ भैया मैंने ये किया है, सही है, I did this, so they've retaliated, let me keep quiet, because if I retaliate again, it will become into, in India, what we call tu main, which means me, you, so it just doesn't stop, right? So the point is to try and stay in a space of balance, in a space of equanimity, because we have another saying in India, right? Banana बहुत मुश्किल है और बिगाड़ना बहुत आसान. What does that mean? It's very difficult to make something. It's difficult to keep a relationship balanced. It's very easy to break anything. And so similarly, it's very easy to break a relationship, but it's very difficult to keep it harmonious, to keep it balanced. And so even if you're going through a phase where you are not necessarily even, going to be together, why can not people part ways amicably? Maybe one party is not that kind. I mean, I know that this person whose example I gave you, that her husband is you can use an expletive there for him, okay, of your choice. So he's that kind of a person, he's somebody who's extremely unstable. So he's beyond bipolar, okay? And I don't like to use such terminologies because we should not be putting people into boxes, but just to let you know. But even if somebody is like that, and even if being around them makes you feel that, you just want to break things, either you get out with dignity, do what you can to get out of it, and while you are there, watch yourself, because that is what matters. Finally, in the end, you matter. They don't matter. You matter. What you are doing to yourself matters. How your vibes are going to be after that interaction matter. And if you say or do something that's going to pull you down so much that it's going to be with you for the rest of the day, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Nobody is worth it. Nobody is worth it. You keeping your peace, your calm is more important than anything at all. You coming out dignified through it all is what matters. You coming out with your self-worth, your self-respect intact is what matters. And yes, there are times that we yell, we shout, we fight, and even that is fine. That is fine. You do not need to beat yourself up about it. But my point right now that I'm trying to make is, as far as possible, we should, at least those of us that are walking the path, those of us that are wanting to move higher, we are wanting to ascend. We talk such high funda stuff, and we are reading, and we're all over the place on social media, and we're like, oh, I'm doing this class, and I'm doing that meditation, and I'm doing falana, and I'm doing dhamaka. But at the end of the day, what are you doing in your life? What are you doing on a day-to-day basis with the people that you live with? Are you able to keep your cool in your own home? Are you able to keep your cool in places and spaces where you are the boss, maybe at work, so you have people who are juniors? The tendency of the human is to always try and overpower the weaker ones, right? That's what the animals do as well. So that's the animal in us, So at the end of the day, are you doing that? Are you doing that? Are you the recipient? And if you are the recipient, and if it's extremely bad, then you must take help. You must do what you think is right for you to move ahead. But yes, try as far as possible to stay in that space of love, because finally, in the end, this is where we're going. Like the message we put out recently about where 2023 is going to take us, and it's going to be all about balancing and controlling of our emotions. And the more that we start observing things, the more that we start looking at what's happening, the better it is. Let me share with you. So my own experience. So I was in this huge, firstly, in a traffic jam was much later. Before that, I was on the road for 40 minutes waiting for a cab, and I could not get one. And I'm calling this master, that angel, this, that, all the magic possible. Kuch bhi nahi hua. Okay, nothing happened. And I'm like, why? I tried everything, and I said, God, why is this happening to me today? You know? And then I said, wow, if this is what you are doing, if this is something that is karmic, that I need to be releasing at this point in time, something that I have created that has come forth in my life, I was like, शुक्र शुक्र शुक्र, gratitude 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 कि इतना थोड़े में कटा दिया. Meaning, you have taken something which could have been huge for me, and you've made it into such a tiny little thing where I'm just standing on the road and waiting to catch a cab for 40 minutes. It could have been something huge. It could have been something awful. But it wasn't. It wasn't. And then after that, I was in a jam when I was in my cab for the next 1.5 hours. And I was only in gratitude, and I was only smiling, and my cabbie, who kept grumbling throughout because of the traffic, must have thought I'm a wacko, that this lady is smiling away through the journey, because I was only in gratitude. I was able to accomplish so many of my prayers while I was traveling, and I was like, shukar, 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 that I am sitting comfortably. I'm in an AC cab. I'm on my way home. I know that I'm going to reach home now, no matter how long it takes, right? And even when I reached home, I was shukar, 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 gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. You know, if we get het up, if I had gotten worked up and angry and all of that, I would have just created something more for myself, which would have been perhaps more uncomfortable, more unsettling. So we have to keep watching, and we have to keep looking and saying, okay, God, what is it that I need to learn from this? Where are you taking me from here? Because my goal is to go higher, right? My goal is to go up, up, up. So I have to take every opportunity that I get. I have to take that mean, obnoxious person as an opportunity. Because they're being mean, because they're being obnoxious, let me see how I can be. I can stand up for myself. I can speak very firmly, very nicely, without being rude to them, right? And I can say my piece. Everything is an opportunity. Every moment is an opportunity. Every person is an opportunity. Why are we living in society? Why are you not in a cave meditating somewhere for 20 hours a day? Because you are meant to be here. You are meant to be in this world where you are interacting with humans. Because we are the ones that are going to make the difference. And you have to learn via another human being. They are our biggest barometers. They are the ones who show us where we are at in every moment. What am I feeling right now? Why is he's triggering me? It's bringing something up in me. What's happening? Why am I feeling like this? What can I do about it? You know, how can I help him? How can I help me? Right? That's what this journey is about. It's actually, you've read about this, you know this. The people that are the toughest in our lives to deal with are our biggest gurus. They're there for that reason, right? They're only and only there for that reason. They've taken a contract with you. They have told you, I will come and I will trouble you, and you have said yes please come and trouble me. And now that they are troubling you, you're like, why? What did I do? I do deserve this. I'm such a nice person. Nice people are also souls, and bad people are also souls. And we all come here for each other to help one another. So if you can start looking at that, and you can start looking at circumstances, situations, dis-ease in that manner, you will start making life easier for yourselves, beloveds. And that's what this is about. This journey is about learning how to bring that magic back. Because the moment you come into surrender and you say, okay, God, thy will be done through me, everything then starts falling into place, because you start being able to see things with clarity. You start being able to understand what is happening. And that's very important. So start coming from that space where you are now going to try and just be in a situation. Try and take that one. Somebody's yelling at you. Deep breath. Okay, now let me listen to him or her and let me see how I'm feeling about this. That one deep breath immediately centers you, grounds you, brings you back, and then you can see, and then you find that, okay, you're not getting so angry, you're not getting so, I want to give it off back to them. You're able to come from a space of understanding, and then you are able to, when you do utter something from your mouth, it is something that is more like putting a balm on the situation rather than aggravating it. Because that aggravation, if you do give into it, is only going to bring more misery into your life. So it's your choice, you know. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Sending you loads of love, loads of blessings. Have the most fantastic, amazing rest of your day, night, and may Source bless all of you, your friends, families, pets, colleagues. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude.